Turn it up. It's The Record Machine with your host, Jimmy Howell.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome guitar god and solo artist Andy Susemihl to the program.
Hey, Andy.
Hello, James.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How's the weather there by you?
Oh, it's great. I'm sitting in my penthouse studio and I'm kind of dying because it's really hot.
The AC's working, I hope.
Well, the thing is, I don't have an AC.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Well, I like hot weather. I was living in LA for 10 years and, we had ACs over there, but, it's really not worth it to buy an AC, because it's not that hot here most of the time.
Mm-hmm. What part of Germany are you in?
I'm like in the southern region.
Oh, okay.
Like south of Munich and stuff like that, like close to the Alps, like the big mountains.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you lived in Germany your whole life?
Well, I was born here and I lived all over the place, but most of the time I lived here, yeah.
Were you living in Germany when you first picked up a guitar and said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
How old are you when you decided that?
I was like 7, but we had some our family had some strange relatives, and they were like, this rock and roll stuff, don't get into this rock and roll drugs and blah, 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 So I ended up getting my first guitar when I was 14,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I started when I was 14, which is pretty late. But
and who were you listening to that inspired you to want to play guitar?
As a matter of fact, do you know a band called Sweet from England?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, I was a huge Sweet fan. My first single was a single called Wigwam Bam from the Sweet, and I listened to. I literally destroyed the record, because I was listening like all over and over again to the single. Sweet, and then I got into a band called Status Quo. They were from England too,
right?
And then of course, the usual bands, like Led Zeppelin, of course, Deep Purple, Pink Floyd, like all these bands, and then the new wave of British heavy metal, of course, that was like the big thing back then.
Mm-hmm. And who was the? When was the first time that you joined a band and you were like, this is the kind of music that I want to play? Were you always into heavy metal, or? Well,
not really into heavy metal, but like into rock. I always liked rock with a commercial edge, because I like kind of listenable music, And I had the opportunity to join Udo. He was like one of the biggest guys here in Germany back then. I was playing in a band called Sinner, which was like semi-professional.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got the offer from Udo, and Accept was like next to the Scorpions, like the biggest export band from Germany, So I was like, oh yeah, I joined this band, because this is big as big can get, at this time,
Mm-hmm.
So that was great, because it made me it created a really good name for me, So
you joined the Udo tour. What was that? 1988, 89, something like that. Or no, it was 87.
Yeah.
It was 87, right?
No, it was 88. I think the album was released late 87, and I joined the band after the release, and I did all the touring with them. We did like a headliner tour here in Europe, and then we joined Guns N' Roses on their Appetite for Destruction tour in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Then we did like the second record in 89, and then we did all the support slots for Ozzy Osbourne in Europe.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Weren't you invited to participate in a compilation CD called Guitar Ballads with guys like Steve Vai and Gary Moore and Satriani? You think that tour opened the door for you and got you noticed more by a lot of people?
Well, maybe not the tour, but the whole exposure, like the complete package, because we were like in the media, we were on this tour, we sold pretty good, and I think the whole package put me like on the map,
Mm-hmm.
So
that must have been
not necessarily the tour, but the whole thing.
That must have been a huge honor to be asked to be on that CD, huh?
Oh, absolutely. I'm still. Like Facebook, they had these anniversary posts, and a couple of weeks ago, it all of a sudden it popped up, and I was like, oh yeah, well that's great, it's great to be on this. It's a big honor to be on this album, next to Guitar Grudge, this is like.
Now, have
really?
you ever met Vai or Satriani at all?
No, never.
Wow.
I met some of the guys. I met Moore once, and I met Schenker once, but not Satriani, not Vai. Also, I was living in LA for over 10 years.
Now, was that where you met David Reece in LA?
No, I actually met him when we recorded the second album for Udo. because he was like recording "Eat the Heat" for Accept, and we spent a lot of time in the studio. There was like a pub next to the studio, and we sat there. We were talking and drinking, and we spent a lot of time together, and built up a relationship. And we lost sight, but it never. I met him again, I think in 2009, but we never, it always stayed, the relationship always stayed,
Yeah, and you in 2012 you played one of the biggest metal music festivals, Wacken. What's that like?
It was great because it's the biggest rock festival, the biggest metal festival in the world, and it was great because Udo was like summoning the original lineup, so we had the chance to play like a set in a set, like a 4 song set at Wacken, like with all the old guys, back from the Ozzy tour, So that was great. It was absolutely stunning, Stay in my mind forever. That's like the rock and roll Olympics.
Are you confident at some point that this virus will be like under control and then the world can get back to some normalcy and you guys could get out and do these festivals and do these shows again?
Well, that's a pretty picky topic, because some people say got like different opinions about that, So I don't. It's like, I hope so. Eventually, of course, yeah. We got to get over this, This is it definitely should be that way, yeah. Absolutely, because this is what makes humans human, like to socialize, to concerts, clubs and socializing events. This is what's all about, So it's got to be that way again.
Right, and you're on the brand new David Reece CD, Cacophony of Souls. Now, before this whole thing happened, you guys had plans to go out and play, right?
Exactly, yeah. We did the record, which I think is David's best record, in my humble opinion.
I agree with you.
And unfortunately, when we were about to set out for the like the release party gigs and all the other shows, there was like the first like so-called lockdown or quarantine or whatever, like in Italy. So David, he would have to drive through this red area, and those guys, they were scared, they get here, but they can't go back,
Mm-hmm.
So needless to say, they shut down everything back shortly after that, and so it was better to not do it. And as a matter of fact, all the gigs got canceled, after that.
Yeah, it kind of ruined. It kind of rained on the parade. You guys have, his album came out, Cacophony of Souls. Then your CD comes out, your EP,
Mm-hmm.
Burning Man, which I think, bro, is phenomenal. Can you talk about Burning Man a little bit?
Oh yeah, I did my last album, Elevation, and I had like this huge writer's block. I was like, oh my God, because I thought it was a really good album, so I was sitting there and I didn't think, I was wanting to top it, of course, and then all of a sudden those songs popped in, and I was writing, and I ended up having like 19 songs, and I was thinking about like releasing like a double album, but it's too expensive. Nobody would buy it, and then double albums are maybe a little bit like old fashioned these days. I don't know. So I was like, I thought like the best way to go would be like to release like an EP,
mm-hmm.
like a teaser, like an appetizer for the real like the long player CD in fall. And yeah, I took some of the better songs. Yeah, well, they're all good, and I really like Burning Man. And well, I mean, I took like 6 songs plus a bonus track and put them on an EP, you know, and I put out an EP. And we did like the first video. I visited my friend Andre in Richmond, and we did a little road movie from our road trip to Nashville and back again. And yeah, I think it's a great CD with great players.
I love it, man. And I also dig the cover that you did, the Jeff Beck one, People Get Ready. What made you choose that one? This song is like our traditional ending song of the set. We always played the song like the last song, like of the encore. Mm-hmm. And somehow it became like second nature, you know. And then I just thought because a lot of people asked me, like after the shows, I mean, everybody wants to like buy a CD, and a lot of people ask me, do you have like the last song on CD? So I thought like it's a must to record it so people can listen to it, people can take it home, because a lot of people demanded for it, you know. Yeah, you did a cover on your last album too, Personal Jesus, Depeche Mode.
Exactly.
You have a wide range of taste in music, I see.
Well, I mean, I think this is what artists should be about, you know. I mean, it's like I was like releasing a CD in my native tongue like a couple of years ago, and I was so restricted to a special format to chart on radio, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's always like, you know, when you play in a metal band or when you play like within a certain genre, you're always like confined to a certain style, you know. And I mean I don't like that. I mean, look at a band like Queen, for instance. You know, I mean they incorporated so many styles in their music. You know, it was great. And these days, you know, it's like it's everything so labeled. You know, everything is like you got to do this. You got to be like in this drawer. You got to you know, cater to this specific genre or whatever. You know, and I don't like that, because I think a real artist should just write what he deems to be like just great music, you know. And I mean, great music could be like slow rock or maybe harder or whatever, you know, whatever comes to your mind, you know. Right. And I think it kind of, I mean, there's like an overall vibe to it, you know, that makes the songs my style, you know. But I'm just fishing in several styles and genres, you know, which I don't think is a problem, you know. Right.
You currently have 2 singles, Burning Man and Across the Pond, both which you made videos for. Do you find YouTube to be a great platform now that MTV is pretty much a reality TV show? Like, do you find YouTube a really good platform for people to see your art visually?
I mean, it's. I mean, first of all, MTV should maybe rename themselves into something else, because it's not music television anymore.
Exactly.
But yeah, YouTube. I mean, there's pros and cons. I mean, they should definitely pay the artists more. I mean, it's like it's the same like back then. You know, the big fish. I mean, they make all the money, and the small guys. I mean, they fall through the grid. You know. And but I mean, it's better than nothing, you know. It's a great platform. It's to like display yourself, you know. Mm-hmm. I mean, other than that, you would only have your website, you know, to like load up your videos and display your videos. So yes, I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's a great platform to display your music, but I mean, everybody's on there, you know. And if you see like young girls like with cosmetic tips, you know, yeah. like 40 million views, you know, you ask yourself if you are in the right business, you know.
Right. No, you're right. I mean, it's funny. These girls that are on there, they'll get like 1 million views just putting on mascara. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Exactly.
You know,
it's crazy. It's totally crazy. Yeah. But it's. I mean, it's a lot of like all about like algorithms and stuff. I mean, if you like technical savvy and you know how to handle all these algorithms and stuff. I mean, it's like you're more successful than if you just make great music, but don't know anything about all this technical shit. So.
Do you enjoy making music videos?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, it's great. It would be cool to have a little bit more budget, a little bit more time, because it's like I really enjoy making videos, experimenting with all the stuff. But it becomes, I mean, due to the natural flow of the music business, when you got to put out content like every a couple of months or whatever, So it's I like making music, I like making videos, but I don't like the conveyor belt attitude behind it these days,
Mm-hmm. What are your plans for 2021? Are you going to tour with Reece? Are you going to do your solo tour? Are you guys working on some new music and then going out on tour? What's your plans?
Well, I'm currently writing new songs for Reece. I'm laying down some guitar work for the already existing songs. And like I said, I got a full-length album in the making. Well, not in the making, I mean, it's finished. We're working on the cover right now. And we're like in negotiation with a couple of record companies, so maybe we release it through like a bigger label, or maybe we release it ourselves. I mean, I don't know yet. We'll see what's happening, and I'll definitely release an album at the end of the year, and we probably will release another album with Reece, like in the next year. And as far as touring goes, I mean, it will be great to tour again as soon as this craziness stops, because right now, I mean, you can't really plan anything,
Right.
That's
yeah, I mean,
thing.
I hope by 2021 that this will be, behind us, or at least contained to where, they'll be able to, people will be able to do some shows.
Oh, absolutely, but not shows like with cars or whatever, but like real shows,
Right.
I mean, this would be great.
Do you have a website that you'd like to promote?
Sure. I mean, my website is www.andysusemihl.com. That's Andy and then Susemihl, SUSEMIHL.com, one word. And you can find everything on there. You can find the recent videos. There's a CD shop, and there's a contact box. You can write me an email. There's a nice guest book, and if you have any recommendations or improvements, then just write me.
Cool. Any final thoughts before we go?
Well, no.
Go away, coronavirus. Let's get back to work.
Exactly.
Let's get back to work. Let's make some more music. Let's go out on tour and let life get back to normal, right, bro? Exactly.
I mean, the good thing about it is, I mean, you can sit down and write new material, and once this is all over, and we can just accelerate to full speed again,
Awesome, man. Well, Andy, I really appreciate you taking the time out and talking to me. I look forward to seeing you guys, out on the road, you and Reece, making new music, because you guys made a killer album. Cacophony of Souls I agree with you, it's his best album. And Burning Man, bro, that's a great CD as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys out on the road real soon, man.
This would be so great. I would really die for it. And I mean it. Absolutely. So, I mean, thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm really honored. And I hope I'll be talking to you soon.
You're welcome, bro. And you stay safe, all right?
All right.
All right. Take care, man.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now I feel nothing